I was exhausted from the week of travel, but also still buzzing from an incredibly inspiring conversation the night before with dear friends that lasted well into the morning. Heightening the experience, our conversation took place on a New York rooftop with a marvelous view on an abnormally warm summer evening. Since I found myself with an abundance of time, I decided not to work and instead replayed in my mind some of the memorable moments from the evening before. The part of the conversation that really stuck with me was about personal values and decision-making and how easy it is to lose touch with their importance in guiding our lives in purposeful directions. One individual in particular found himself on a completely different life journey than he anticipated following a series of misguided decisions. His moral compass, he shared, hadn't been consulted before each poor decision. Those missteps led him to realize he was in need of deep reflection and enlightenment. He sought to discover the reasons behind his bad choices. Some deep introspection revealed the key to his future and the answers to his past. He lost touch with his personal values, and in doing so, he lost touch with the underlying fabric of life and the essence of happiness. He went on to explore his values and built them to redefine his life goals and since reset his compass, living a renewed and happier life. 4 hours later, I finally boarded my flight to Boston and soon arrived at Logan Airport. I was worried that I was going to miss a chance to see a special friend from Slovenia who was visiting Boston for work and was leaving the next day. I hadn't seen her for 2 years, and it would probably be another 2 years until I would have an opportunity to see her again. To my great good fortune, I got there in time to enjoy a glass of champagne with her. Almost instantly, she observed that I looked really different and really happy and wanted to know what was new in my life. To my surprise, I responded, "Wow, thank you. A lot has changed." I shared that I had been working on this book and had been developing my focus and rekindling my creativity. She listened thoughtfully and then surprised me again by responding, "May I ask, what are your values and have they changed?" In New York, I was a listener, allowing a friend to share a deeply personal story of values and their importance in guiding one's life. Now I was the one who needed to share, and I decided to really open up. I answered honestly, I don't know. I told her that I had just had a very thought-provoking conversation about values the day before, and I divulged that I was trying to recenter my life, unlock my creativity, and chart a course toward happiness. She then shared a recent experience she felt would help me. I was so compelled by her story that I wrote this section on my flight home from Boston to San Francisco the next day. "What do you think your 3 most important values are?" she asked. Before I could respond, she added, "You won't believe that I bet they're the 3 everyone has on their list." With a moment of reflection, I offered that my top 3 were family, love, and happiness. She smiled and replied, "Yep, those were at the top of my list too." She went on to say that these are on everyone's list because we all have experiences that teach us that if we lose touch with their importance to us, we lose our sense of direction in life. We begin making bad choices that pull us even further away from what truly matters to us. She then said with excitement, "I have to tell you about an experience I recently had in Europe. I went through an unforgettable values exercise that is helping me center my life around what's important, what's missing in my world." The exercise is basic, yet profound. Following our heartening conversation, after some research, I set out to simplify it a little to craft a process for us to go through together. The value of values. We should start with defining what values are and why they're important. Values guide our behavior. They represent the underlying fabric of how, what, and who surrounds you and how you navigate life's daily challenges and opportunities. Whether it's your friendships, relationships, art, work, partnerships, financial management, or how you spend your time and resources, values are, or at least they're supposed to be, the guideposts that help you live your truly best life. Values provide the warmth in the best of times and the light in the most difficult. They are what keeps you true to yourself. Your beliefs become your thoughts, and your